Kyle Connor is the most underrated player in the entire NHL. Also, Kieffer Bellows is lighting up the AHL on his player tryout, and could we see him potentially sign with the Marlies and potentially see him make a debut on the Leafs this season? I'll break all this down for you coming up on this episode of Hattrick HQ. But before we get into that, just want to say that 82% of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you're looking for a home to daily NHL, daily Leafs content, look no further. Go down below, hit that subscribe button, become part of the community here, because we'll be here all season long, keeping you up to date on what's happening around the league. But with that said, let's get right into our first topic of the video today, and that is the NHL's most underrated player. And that is, of course, Kyle Connor. Obviously, this guy has been a great goal scorer for the Winnipeg Jets during his most of his time, almost his entire time with the organization. And it just seems like he flies under the radar of a lot of people when you're talking about great goal scorers in this league. Kyle Connor isn't really a name for many people that they bring up. They obviously bring up Austin Matthews, Alex Ovechkin, names like this. And he kind of slides under the radar, but he is having sneakily a really good year. As we take a look here, he is tied with Austin Matthews for the most goals in the season, with both of them having 14 to start this season. And obviously Kyle Connor is a great player. He's a guy who uses his speed to his advantage. He bursts up the wings, down the boards, cuts through center ice. He has good hands, and obviously he has that phenomenal shot, a great release. He can place it anywhere on net. I think this guy has one of the best shots in the entire NHL. I know it's going to be hard to compete with a guy like Austin Matthews' shot, but both these guys are tied in goals right now, and it's just they're both kind of similar type players. Obviously, Kyle Connor is a bit faster than Austin Matthews, but they both get to their spot. They both set up in front of the net, on top of the circle, and I think he's one of the most dangerous players in the NHL when he finds his spot, when he sets his feet, and he's ready to rip that one-timer or just rip that snapshot past the goaltender. But as we take a look here, he's just talking about his own play here. He says, "I'm just trying to be as lethal as I can in their offensive zone, trying to have that attack mindset, being a little bit more versatile as well, and just trying to score in as many different ways as he can." And as they say here, Connor told me he's working on finding new ways to score backhand goals, different types of goals on the power play, and different timing plays. He wants to be unpredictable and tough to read. For a player who's not blasting Ovechkin like one-timers from the top of the circles, Connor's drive to create options for himself is an incredible strength. And obviously, when you hear this, it's kind of scary that this guy has 14 goals and he's still trying to find ways to score more goals. And I mean, if he can develop a great backhand shot and things like this, I mean, this guy's going to be a really great goal scorer. I think he could potentially hit 50 goals this season. I mean, 14 goals already. If he stays on pace like this, he could definitely get a 50-goal season. I really don't think he will win the Rocket or anything, but I think he will have a 50-goal season and really help this Winnipeg Jets team get over that hump. They're playing really well right now, so it'd be great to see him have a career year here in Winnipeg and help them push them further in the playoffs. I mean, like I said, this guy has a great shot, and just seeing that he has the right mindset to keep working on his game, keep developing different aspects of his game is great to see, because obviously he has that speed, and once he figures out different ways to score and becomes an unpredictable player like he says here, I think this guy is going to be lethal, and right now, in my opinion, the most underrated player in the league. They also say here that in an interview with Zach Werenski, one of Kyle Connor's closest friends, he says, "You won't really find a better guy in terms of a person, a guy in the room. I'm sure in Winnipeg, he's probably a quiet leader in that room, and I'm not sure if fans realize that. Obviously, on the ice, they see it, but the way he carries himself, he's just an impressive person, and he's getting everything he deserves right now from all the work that he puts in." And that's just great to hear on Kyle Connor's personality in the room as well. Like he says, he's a quiet leader. He obviously shows it with his play on the ice, but, it's the things behind closed doors that you can't see. Maybe he's helping some of these younger guys develop into better offensive players, and I really do think that this guy is a great player, one of the most underrated players in the entire NHL. Like I said, he has a great goal scoring ability, and I believe right now he has 22 points. I think it's 14 goals, 8 assists. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but as I'm recording this, but I mean, this guy is great, a phenomenal goal scorer, a great, passer as well. So it's great to see that this guy's having a career year here, and hopefully he keeps up this pace because I'd love to see him hit 50 goals this season. But we're going to get into our second topic video here, and that is Kieffer Bellows lighting up the AHL. And as we see here, it says Kieffer Bellows scored again last night for the Marlies, extending his point streak to 8 games, 6 goals, 6 assists since signing a pro tryout. He was a first-round pick, and so he's focusing on his skating and D-zone play in an effort to earn a contract. And when he's on a streak like this, it just seems to me that he will get a contract down with the Marlies. I think he's playing phenomenal. An 8-game point streak. He's really showing that he belongs to, he still belongs over here in North America playing pro hockey. So it's just great to see that this guy's having a great start to his season down with the Marlies organization, scoring 6 goals and 6 assists in 8 games. I mean, that's just phenomenal work from him, and I really do think that this guy will sign a contract. But then it leads to question, will he be able to play for the Toronto Maple Leafs this season? And that's where it gets like a bit of a sticky situation here. Because if he signs a contract with the Marlies and eventually comes up to play with the Toronto Maple Leafs, if he gets sent back down, he would definitely have to clear through waivers in that situation. So you don't want to lose him in the regards of that either. You don't want to bring him up for one game and then send him back down and potentially lose him through the waiver wire exchange. So if you're bringing this guy up, it's going to have to be for a extended amount of time, maybe for a fit that's going to stick for the rest of the season. So in my opinion, I don't really see him coming up anytime soon unless there's injuries. I mean, Bobby McMahon has kind of solidified himself as that left wing on the fourth line right now, and that's where Kieffer Bellows would potentially go. There's a number of guys there that could get opportunities before him as well, like Holmberg and Aberstwazy. Just to name a couple. So, I mean, if he keeps dominating like this, I mean, they will have to give him a shot, in my opinion. If he keeps going off like this down the AHL, the Leafs organization will be like, I wonder what he can do back in the NHL. He is an NHL veteran, or not a veteran, but he does have NHL experience, as we see here. He played, obviously, all those seasons there with New York. I know his highest games played was 45 in the NHL for one season, and that was in 2021-2022. A guy who's kind of struggled a bit in his NHL career at only 25 years of age. This guy still has a lot of room to grow, so hopefully that he can get that contract with the Marlies, show what he's worth in the AHL, and then maybe potentially work his way up into the Leafs roster, maybe late in the season if they are dealing with injuries. I could definitely see this move happening. But let me know down below, what do you think of Kieffer Bellows? Obviously, he's having a great start to the season. Great, 6-6 is a great start in my opinion, and an 8-game point streak is just great to see. Let me know, would you like to see Kieffer Bellows up on the Leafs, and is it worth the risk of potentially losing him through the waiver wire just to bring him up? Let me know down below in the comment section. But we're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here, and that is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Dwayne. He says, congrats on getting 2,000 subs. Keep on going. This is my favorite Leafs channel. Shout out to you, Dwayne. Thanks for the comment. We really appreciate it. And thanks to everybody for subscribing, supporting the channel. We really appreciate it. We never thought that we would get this far so fast, so we just want to thank all you guys for your support. Thanks for, liking our videos and commenting and just subscribing in general, because, I mean, me and Mark have put a lot of work into this channel, and we just appreciate every one of you guys that support us day in and day out. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, become part of the community here, because we'll be here all season long, keeping you up to date on what's happening around the league, whether it's trades, whether it's, rumors, whether it's Leafs content, whatever you're here for, make sure to go down below, hit that subscribe button. But with that said, if you enjoy the Leafs or the NHL, make sure to go check this video that's popping up on your screen right now. But with that said, I've been KC, keep your stick on the ice.